Let's look at Jedi versus Sith marketing. So this is a really important distinction. The reason most people don't want to do marketing is that most marketing they're aware of sucks. Most sales techniques are unethical. Most marketing out there is diabolical, but it doesn't have to be. This is so key, so key. The first thing we do is we name all the things we don't like in the marketing and advertising and sales that we see. Okay, like literally I walk down the street and sometimes I see an advert, I just want to spit at it. I just want to say, how fucking dare you take the piss out of me? You don't have my interests at heart. You're manipulating me. It fucking makes me so angry. Psychologists have been working in the advertising industry since I think Anna Freud, like almost like beginning of the 20th century. Maybe you've seen Mad Men, you see the birth of this kind of thing in America. But this has spread now, and you know, a lot of marketing's really cynical. And make that list of all the Sith. The Sith are like the bad magicians, manipulative, nasty people from Star Wars. If you've not seen Star Wars, press pause, go and watch Star Wars, come back. You watch Star Wars now? Great, 10 hours of your life, great. So, not the new ones are rubbish. Anyway, so the Sith, we just use this as an analogy for like bad marketing, particularly because they're sort of manipulative and, you know, magicians in that way. What do I not like about that? Manipulative. Lies. Please make your list. You might want to pause the video and make your list here. Do a bit of work on this. Do the work. Don't just watch me. What else don't I like? Fear-based. Selling through fear. Buy this bleach. Choosy mums, buy Jif. You know, like some sort of like fear-based marketing. No one will love you unless you buy these beauty products. And it's often an implicit message. The message is there in the picture. I was in Ukraine recently and there was a man in a suit, obviously a successful rich man, giving an iPad to the woman who was like, I love you. And it was like, if you're a beautiful woman, you get given gifts. And if you're a man who's rich and successful, you should provide. And that way she will love you. And the whole message was just gross. It was just gross. Okay. And it was a bit more blunt in the Ukraine because, you know, here's what happens actually. People build immunity to marketing, right? People are smart. I was in the cinema about a few months back and there was kids watching the adverts before. In England, they play the commercials, the adverts before the movie. And these kids were like, fuck off, fuck off. And I was like, wow, 12-year-olds are already advert immune. That's great. I was really proud of these 12-year-olds, you know? They were like immune to the adverts. And British adverts are pretty clever, pretty funny. They win a lot of awards internationally because we've developed this immunity. That's good. And it's actually getting harder and harder for like cynical marketing, cynical advertising. It's also getting harder for sort of manipulative, nasty, Sith, quick win, you know, smash and grab marketing because of the internet. People have got star reviews, you know. If your book's no good, its star rating goes down. And people try and game that system and get their friends to do reviews, but there's always a bit of an arms race happening. But generally, the trend is more transparency, more customer feedback. You know, longer term relationships are more important. So for me, you know, marketing that's that short-term marketing, that's another Sith thing, you know, lie to people, get them, trick them into buying something, manipulate them, you know, and it's just like, oh God. So if that's what you don't like, what would marketing do? Like a column, what would marketing need to be Jedi? So the Jedi are the good warrior magicians, they're the good guys, okay, fighting for truth and justice. Equally clever, but fighting for truth and justice. So what would that be? For me, for example, truthful, obviously, kind. Here's one, funny, right? Why not make it so when someone sees my marketing, it enlivens them, it inspires them, it makes them laugh, it makes them in touch with themselves, not less in touch. It connects, this is a key one for me, it connects to real needs rather than fake needs, right? So there's this shampoo, I'm gonna name them, Head and Shoulders, who invented the idea of dandruff. Dandruff was not a thing before Head and Shoulders. Yes, there were specks of, you know, skin on people's shoulders and things, but that wasn't really named, it wasn't really feared or talked about. Some people even say that the shampoo makes that problem worse, but even if that's not true, they manufactured the problem, they manufactured the issue, right? That's different from a real need. So the reason I hate a lot of marketing is it's lying, it's creating fake needs, it's creating fear in people, and it's doing it in a way which is unpleasant. So what's the Jedi column? What would marketing have to be? Authentic, there's a word George Cal, marketing guru I respect, talks about. Would have to be maybe funny sometimes, or touching, or inspiring. Would have to be true. Would have to be looking for real connection, looking for the fit, not manipulative. I'll come back to that. I've deliberately left a few things out. That's not an exhaustive list, so please make your list. of what is Jedi marketing, because then you can go, I want to do that, not that. I want to do that, not that. Once you have that distinction, this whole thing gets much easier.